Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Look how beautiful that Tom looks. Let me zoom in. See how his just feathers coming apart. Nothing, all the pretty's gone. Nothing but the main stem is there, and he looks terrible, but he's still trying to show off. Oh goodness, as you can tell, well, maybe you can't on camera. It's just about dark. The sun's already down or pretty close to being down. It'll be dark in 20-30 minutes where I can't see to walk without some light. But I've been home this afternoon and decided I would get a few chores done. One is I gave the chickens more feed because two of them had all their feed stretched out all over the ground yesterday. Or all three of them had some, but two of them had all of it. And I can't leave them without, and they still hadn't cleaned the ground, so I put some more in their feeder, and I'll check it again tomorrow morning as I normally do. But got 18 eggs yesterday and 17 today, which is good. They're getting ready to go to roost, as you can see. Sue's pen is usually the second pen to go to roost. The middle one starts it, and now these are already in there. Oh, good Lord. I was trying to do 3. There we go. They're in there already on the roost. Anywho, there we go. Back to 1. They're doing pretty good. Wasting feed, but they're doing pretty good. I'm going to show y'all what I worked on yesterday evening and then finished this evening. There you go. I finally got off my butt. I've got 4 7-pound grow bag or 7-gallon grow bags and 6 10-gallon grow bags. So what I did was I put, and I'm overloading them, I know, but I've had terrible luck growing potatoes. So in this ground out here, it's just too hard. So I've cut up potatoes almost 2 weeks ago, you know, let them heal and they've sprouted and all that good stuff. Well, I put 4 in each one. And, you know, didn't fill them but about a third of the way up. So each of these 5 or 6, I can't remember if I did all 6 or just 5, but either way, I got 4 potatoes planted in each one, you know, kind of like corners inside the bag. And then the follower, Jennifer, that I showed y'all on a video that sent me a package of seeds, Mortgage Lifter tomato seeds, I did the same thing in those 7 gallons and planted those. Now I didn't plant all of the seeds because I don't have the room for it in just these grow bags. If I had the raised beds built already, I would, but that little bitty packet, excuse me, that little bitty packet of seeds she sent me says it has 50 plus seeds in it. And that's a lot of tomato plants, but I put 2 or 3 or 4 seeds in each little hole and covered them up. And okay, I'm weeks behind everybody else in the South, but last year I didn't get anything planted, so I'd rather be behind than not at all. My next thing is, it's pain in the butt pushing that little wagon around or trailer around by hand. I need to figure out how to get a hitch made to mount to the back of my Kubota right there so that I can pull that thing around. Because one, it's my next step once they start growing, if they start growing, I'm assuming they will, all the soil in there came out of my compost pile in the back there. So if they start growing, I need to add more soil to potato plants and probably tomato a little bit too as they grow up. And I'm going to have to do it with that wagon. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before I need to do that, I can get some kind of hitch figured out on the Kubota to pull this little wagon and I can fill it with dirt and bring it over here and fill it up that way. But this is where I wanted them, because I can cut grass down one side of it and then slide them over and come down the other side, not having to worry about weed eating, because these things are just sitting there. And they've got drain holes in the bottoms of the bags, so they're, you know, it's kind of hard to overwater them when they've got those grommeted drain holes in the bottom. And it's got little pouches that are Velcro closed that you can open and dig into the side of them too. But I'm hoping I won't have to do that. But either way, I know it's a short video, guys. I was planning on cutting grass this weekend, but they're talking about it being windy from the rain that everybody east of us has gotten. And we may not get the rain, but we're probably going to get a lot of the wind. And I'm just not going to cut grass unless I have to when it's windy like that, because it just blows it all back in your face. And the pollen has been terrible this year, as just about all of you know. And my sinuses are just now starting to clear up. So I'm going to say, nope, I've got at least a week, maybe two, before it needs to be cut. So I'll get a nice pretty afternoon after work one day and get out here and get it cut. But for right now, I'm going to have to take the little small win as I can. I got them planted. I'm novice. I'm not even I'm not even a novice. I'm a beginner. I've planted a lot of stuff in my garden. I grow tomatoes really well. I grow corn really well, okra really well, but nothing else really did great for me in that garden space back there. The ground was just too hard. And I'm hoping these grow bags and the raised beds will make it to where I can grow things like white potatoes and red potatoes and sweet potatoes and carrots, you know, root crops that I was not able to do back here. And I'm probably, what I'm thinking of, I'll come over here and kind of point out while I'm talking. So if I ever get this greenhouse done, either way, it's going to have raised beds in it, but raised beds all the way down this left side from end to end. But what I'm thinking is do a 12-inch raised bed first, bring it up about 3 feet, and then I can plant things in there that, you know, I don't have to really tend too much, and then do a 2.5 foot wide, 30-inch wide raised bed that's only about 1 foot to 18 inches high in front of that all the way down. And that'll make it to where I can get to things and work on it. And I was going to do the exact same thing on this side, except I'm not going all the way, well, I'll go all the way down, but I'm not going to go solid. It's going to have a break in the middle, so I can set a little table up or something right there in the middle, build me a table, whatever, and use that as my, you know, seed starting table and all that. And then, of course, lots of grow bags, couple of 3 rows, probably 2 rows of grow bags right down the middle of this. And seeing how that has stretched out there, and that's 10 bags. Each side will probably hold about 15 bags. So now I know I need to order more bags, and I want those 10-gallon. I don't really want the 7s. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and get some more 10-gallon bags. I might get some more 7s, you know, I don't know. But I need to order some more grow bags and get them coming if I can find a good deal on them. And I was thinking, I don't know. I've always got too many projects to do, but I was hoping I could get some rough sawn lumber to build the raised beds, untreated, you know. But I may just have to go to the local Lowe's and buy some untreated lumber and build it out of store-bought lumber instead of rough sawn. But you know what? It'll be all right. It's going to cost a heck of a lot more, but it'll be all right. Either way, I no longer have a tractor with a bucket, so filling those things up is going to take a lot of work. So even though that's all my compost in those bags, it may be too hot to grow anything, it may burn it up. I want to pick up some bags of like cow manure compost and all that stuff, potting soil, topsoil, that kind of stuff, and stack it under my lean-to down there on top of some blocks so it's not directly on the ground, and then be able to fill my bags and things as I need to with store-bought soil. I know some of y'all say that's not organic, but if they've got organic stuff, then I'll buy that, but you still can't believe them. I don't believe any labeling on anything. But anywho, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, you can. The chimney sweeps are out. I don't have bats around here, but the chimney sweeps are out, sweeping around, catching all the mosquitoes and all that mess. And any bird that'll eat insects, I like. But all right, well, it is definitely dark now. Old Big Tom's fixing to jump up to roost. All the other chickens are on roost, and of course the white rooster will jump up on that high roost as well. They just may run a few other hens off of there to make room for themselves. But you can guarantee in just a minute or two, both them two boys are going to be up on the high roost. See, they're starting to make room for them. I know it's hard for y'all to see in there, but they're actually creating a gap right down the middle. The white hens pushing the chickens over to the side to make room for that Tom to jump up there. See, now, they won't really make room for the white rooster, but he will jump up there and push some hens down so he's up the highest. He's just done got smart enough to know he needs to be out of that Tom turkey's way when he wants up there, because he knocks anybody down in his way. And that's the turkey roost, not the chicken roost, so I don't feel sorry for them. Turkeys like to be higher than chickens do. All right, guys, those of you that have grown a lot in grow bags, Tony, I'm aiming that question at you and anybody else that does it. Y'all give me some advice on these things. Tell me if I'm doing it right or not. And I know I'm going to make mistakes, but it is what it is. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.